Well, welcome back. Going to do another episode all the way up the Y this time. You might remember this spot when I was pulling giant pickers out of here and all the big rocks were in here. So had a bit of rain and it's really refilled the creek. Made the whole path back, it's taken all my tailings downstream. So going to pretty much dig where I finished up. Do have a mate here with me today. He's going to give me a hand doing some shoveling. And going to start here. So hopefully we see some good stuff straight up, because it was a good little honey hole. Anyway, got the sluice set up, got the buckets ready. Let's get into it. Well, this is going to be our water hole today. I'm going to need to water some stuff down there. So we're pretty much going to start here and just make a little channel. Hopefully it's all new ground. Woohoo! Gotta put that in, the woohoo. Just as a cooler now. I'm pretty lucky. The bar drops off down the back here, so the water hole and the bar we're digging are pretty close together. And I've never done it, so there should be a bit of something here. Show you what's off the edge of the bar. So we get a lot of bigger rocks in that, nothing too massive, but you know, that's a good sign of where the gold might be coming through here, because I kind of lost it. So hopefully we found it. That'll do it. Going to just fill these up and run them down the sluice. Well, first two are done, and look, just for the water hole there, we're not seeing too much, but we are getting good rocks collecting. We've got two more ready, just a little bit further ahead this time. So we're going to run them down, and then we'll have a little break, so we'll come and check the mat out after that. Well, we probably did about 6 tubs, ended up having a little look over here, so I've still got to come back and check that out. But we're going to head off home and see what's in these buckets. As you can see, I'm getting very rock distracted because all these rocks here are just piled up. There's so much to look at here. And then you got these big rocks that just go off up into the hill. So I've just been looking around. Well, we're at home with the sluice now, running it all down. Boys just putting it through. So we'll just skip this bit to the end and we'll see what we've got. Well, I've come back down and we're at a really nice spot here today. You can just have a little look at that for a second. So we're going to go for a little walk up there. I haven't even been up there yet, but I just did a little test pan out of here, and look, it's showing. It's got some gold in there. So look, not a huge amount, but that's one little pan, so I'm getting a flake. So we'll just go for a little walk up. I've only got about 20 seconds and we're going to go get the gear. So massive rocks in here. Big bedrock bar here. Got some spill, but you can see, look at the wall, look at the quartz stringers that are around this area. So the old timers were having a scratch through here once upon a. So that was 100 years ago. So this hasn't been really well worked since then. Let's look at some of that. I haven't been up here, so let's just have a really quick look. Looks like massive rock, big catch point here with some nice rocks here. That's a great specimen, that one. Let's just have a quick look. Huge rocks, looks just awesome. So I don't know, it's either someone's digging or, whoops, rocks are moving. Look at so I'm hoping that we find where the gold's been leaking through. Be nice to see some here. Didn't have much luck yesterday, but and there it is. It stops there and returns to a creek. It's a very interesting area. There's a lot of dirt just sitting there. This has been just absolutely scoured by the look of it. Some nice quartz in the wall there again. Who knows if it's holding though. You'd have to really have a look in the wall, but you can see it's all just decomposing, or going through a stage of decomposing. Nice stuff, isn't it? Anyway, let's go do some test tubs. I've got the sluice here today, so hopefully it's going to show us some goods. I can see that's a big bar in there, and there's a nice big crack right on the front of it. So we'll be doing some test pans in here. That's me, I'm getting summoned. Alright, let's just get straight into it, because this is going to be pretty cool. Hopefully we see some good shiny shine. Well, I've got the sluice set up, and we've got 2 buckets lined. Been hitting in this hole here, because we found a little bit, but hopefully we'll find a little bit more. Heaps of ground to work, so we're kind of in a bit of a paradise at the minute. But anyway, let's run these tubs and see if this hole's worth keeping on going. Well, we ran that first one down, and I did see some kind of micro specks and some little flecks in there, so we've just left it. We're doing the next 2 tubs, and I just did a test pan while we're having a break of where we're digging, and a little picker popped out. So that's pretty cool. We haven't been up this way ever before, so it's good to see some pickers around. There he is. He's not that big, but hey, that's just one little test pan that I did there, so can't be unhappy with that. Anyway, we've just loaded 2 up. Let's run them. See if it's as chunky as we think. Alright, so we've packed everything up. That's our bucket of pay, just a nice little one. Now this is an awesome area. We didn't see too much gold, but we kind of only worked this little section through here. So we'll go home, see what we've got, and I'm very interested to get upstream, so that might be next episode. We'll have to get up there and have a look. But for now, let's crawl out of here and we'll get home. Go see what we've got in this dirty. Alright, we're just about to run it. Got the champ over there, he's going to do the business. He's going to check this sluice out. Oh, well, look, it doesn't get better than that. Oh, I probably could, just one little bit. Oh, hang on. Got a bit of the water's playing up. Alright, and we're running. It's running alright. There we go, that's, oh no, see, too fast. Perfect. Right, we're just going to smack this through. Looking pretty good. Alright, let's do it. Right up on that top bit there. I'm just draining the mat. We'll get up there and have a quick look. I can't see too much. There's a bit of a flake there, but I don't know. We'll have to wait till we clean it up, let it dry out. Well, you can see we have collected a little bit of gold. No major pickers and nothing really standing out, but look, there is some couple bits in there. Let's get this in a pan. We'll pan this out. who knows what's down this end, but it usually is just trapped at the top there. So let's just have a look. Well, after a bit of a 3-day weekend, we didn't get too much, but I've come back to here today. So this is where I've been sluicing this hole all the way up to here. Still building my path. You see we're out to here now. So I'm going to get the next length on it today and take some more dirt up here and connect him up that way while I work this left side. Pretty sure there's some people up there, so they might come back down later. Yeah, pretty good gold here. You see big log obstruction, big rock, so it was all right around this area, but definitely coming downstream. Massive rocks just up ahead, but didn't go too well in them. So we're just going to stick with here. It's all the fines with the odd flake. So hopefully we get a few flakes. Got some giveaway gold I'm sending off tomorrow. Congrats to all the winners. If you're not on the Facebook, jump in on that, because you could win yourself a little pay dirt bag or a little specimen each month. But anyway, let's just set the gear up right there and start doing some buckets. Not going to waste too much time out here. I'm pretty sure we've got it coming in from the wall here, so going to have to scratch around up there a little, see what we can find. Alright, now we're all set up. Just going to pretty much start shoveling it straight into my bucket. Let's get some concentrates happening. With a sticky glaze, good sign. Thick stuff in there today. Finer gravels in that. Might do a quick test pan. Yeah, not too much in that. Keep going. There is just a big ball of clay right here, so I guess we just work it through. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Where are we? Hole. And up on top here, there is just this big rock here. And it's holding a lot of sticks and dirt on it. So we'll clean it off. If you listen, that's me on it. Scraping down it. So I'm hoping as the gold's coming, it's ejecting it off the top, but it's also spinning it into a back corner over here. And you can see some very gravelly material, not a lot of mud. Well, old mate, he did come back down. Pretty cool dude. His name was Daniel. Said he didn't have much luck upstream, so I was having the same issue last week. That's why I'm back in this little sluice hole. I showed him how the sluice ran took some pics. I thought it was pretty cool, but we didn't actually see any real gold in it, although there probably would be some. I've just been doing some more digging, and you can see we're straight into this breaking up bedrock. Usually pretty good stuff if you can get it straight off the bottom, because it's got a lot of cracks in it already. But anyway, this tub's nearly full. Gonna just run this, and hopefully we see some bigger bits. Anyway, we'll get into it. Alrighty, so gonna start running it now. Hopefully he's got the right angle. Nice full bucket of water, and watch that puppy run. We'll start to clean up this side in a sec. Got a lot of rocks on it. Alright, now she's running. Problem with it, it does get something in the bucket hole every now and then inside here. Really nice down the middle. Alright, there'd really have to be something nice in that for me to keep going there. Fleece is running a bit sideways. Should be alright. It's ever so slight. Alright, moment of truth. And I'm pretty sure we're moving. Might have to just move onto the other side over there. Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea. Anyway, we might I might pan this out. I don't really have another tub. I've only got a bucket. So I might just pick this up, carry it over to that side, because I was getting a lot better tests over there. Might just do some run it straight off the shovel. Might go eat me fruit cup and cookies now. Call that about half time, even though I've only done 2 tubs. I'm going to do a couple more over this side. Yeah, definitely not getting too much out of there anymore. It's about 6 specks there. You know, it's better than what I got yesterday out of the left-hand trib, but it obviously does get a lot better here, so we might move around a little. I might actually dodge this hole for today, and we're going to have a look just back here somewhere, I reckon, because it was very good down here as well. So we might just move down. Let's do that. Alright, thankfully I just did another test pan before I left, and it is getting a little bit better. So I've got 4 bits in one pan, 1 shovel, so that's not too bad. That's worth another tub, I reckon, and we'll see what we get out of that. Alright, so the bucket's pretty full. Just because I'm getting down in the hole, I might just do a nippy, see if there's anything sitting right from the bottom. Now, where will I do this? Maybe up here. I'll sit in. Stay. Some very sandy stuff, so I'm just going to do 3 washes at a time, about the same amount of re-sieving it down. 3 or 4 washes, sieve it down. And hopefully we're seeing something. Not much of a speck going on in it, but well, hopefully we got something in all the clays that were in there. So we'll run this now and just keep going with it. Maybe do 1 more and then we'll change spot. So despite the pan not showing much, when we come in and have a look, we did pick up a few little bits of gold. Nice flake up there. And there'd be a bunch of other stuff in there with that as well. And then another nice bit there. And there was a bit up here, was a little rolly bit. The only problem, there's nothing mega. There's nothing above 0.1. I know it's here somewhere. I just need to edge into it. So another bucket, and we'll definitely get some more data out of this creek. Hopefully it just keeps throwing up some flakes like that, because that's pretty good weight wise. You definitely want to be on the flakes. So set the tripod up and get some live action from a distance, and we'll keep going. Alrighty, pottering along now. Might just do this tub and see what kind of gold's on there. And might just have to get out of here. It's probably about 4 o'clock in the arvo. I still need to make this into a video and clean it up. So let's just run this, see if there's any big flakes, and we'll remember for next time when we come back. Alright, we've got some nice big flakes, we'll keep going, but it's just pretty similar. We'll get out of here. Well, it does look like I've got one nice new big flake, so it's nearly enough for me to want to keep going and just do one more. I see a couple of nice fits in there actually. Oh, there is a big picker in there actually, so you might have to check this mat out. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'll have to take it off the tripod though. Alright, I'll just drain the water off by taking the nut off, and you'll see we definitely have some nice bits up the top there now. Not too much, but there's 1, 2, 3. But I'm looking at this thing down here. Oh, I can see it just sitting there like a champion. Nice bit, that one. Not huge, but just a nice flat bit. I don't know if there's going to be anything any further down, but I'm going to have to clean this mat anyway. Can't just let stuff like that float around on it. You don't know what's going to happen to it. But yeah, cool stuff. Let's do another pan. You can see him in there. Very happy. Very nice. Alright, mat's up. We're just going to have a quick look at this. Now, there might not even be the only one in there. So, there might be more. Just hidden underneath some of this dirt. Ah, he's not going to let me get him. He might. Always the same. There we go. How's that for a massive whopping bit of shiny gold? Woohoo! It doesn't get better than that. Not for a flake anyway. It can turn into a nugget, which would be good. I'd love to see something in one of my traps here. But anyway, we'll have to just clean it into the bucket. Get it home, and I really want to do one more of them. Well, I did that extra one. It had some nice bits in it, nice bit in there, and there was another bit around, but didn't see anything massive, so I've loaded up another one. Now, this will be the last one, because I am going home. The back is sore, the arms are tired, and the belly is hungry. So let's run this down. Well, I've got the dirt re-sieved, just put it in that green bucket there, and I've got the sluice set up. So let's just get this running. Holes are in the mat. All set up. I was thinking about doing some more. I even had a cooler idea and thought about have a go prospecting on the mat, as like, you know, it traps in the name and stuff. Cool. Anyway, it's down the line. Anyway, set this up. Alright, and we're running. A little bit shy on that side. That's alright. Look, it's running pretty cool down here. And it settles out pretty quick, so let's just get into it. Well, that's a wrap. Yeah, we usually just drain this straight up and go check out the gold. So why do it any different? See, it's caught a fair few amount of, where are rocks? Rocks and little pebbles, I should say. Alright. See, the traps are just chockers. So I reckon that's a great idea. Second mat's still pretty chockers. Top mat, yeah. There's a few flakies in there. And of course too much dirt to see anything further, but it is down in this far and over here, so it may just be a little bit further. Oh yeah, here we go, got some gold in the ridges here. Hopefully it didn't travel too far. No, that's not too bad. I've still got that big pickery flat bit. I've put him in a little jar. So we'll check him out in a sec. Anything up the top? Nothing too massive, but we'll check that out properly. Cool. Alright, let's do some panning. We've got that beautiful sunset here down in Tent City. We've also got a really full bucket of panned concentrates that have just been coming off my pan, and I've just been storing them up. I did a pan of it today and there was like 5 specks in it, so I'm pretty shocked. That's why I keep it. So I'm going to fill him up and let's pan this out. It's a quick look at that big one that I found today and a couple of little bits I pulled off the mat with him. I might suck him up real quick before I start and we'll just add him in right at the end. Alright, there we have it. A floating pan of gold cons. Now there's a good reason why I keep the bucket, because you know, the little bits, they can be a bit fiddly. Alright, that's all I'm going to do. Let's get some mud off it. And I left with much, but there's a million little red rocks underneath that. Bit of fresh water. Might just get some of those bigs out now. Just him. Now I can see I am getting some gold here, so we'll just do a little resettle. And just continue on. Seeing it show on both sides here now, so to keep chasing it down. Always let that stuff dry off as well. Yeah, getting a nice pixie pan there, you see it on both sides. Want to get your tap happening. Not much in the middle, but plenty of fines. Now I'll repan this out in a sec. But now that we got most of that out, we'll do our top secret trick just to get the black sands out. Whatever you do, don't tell anyone about this, because I'll bloody make a video about it. It's my idea. No, I don't care. Get into it. Use it. Look how well that works. Just a little circle. Pulls all those black sands back. No need to blow it out and wait for it to dry. Or the old lick the finger, pick it up. Now I will add those other two big bits into this in a second. There is some decent little bits in there. But we'll get some photos. Might not get the way up done, but we'll definitely get some pictures. Just going to have a quick look with those pickers in there. Obviously the bigger one there is the one we were seeing on the mat. There's about 5 decent bits there. Not too bad. Alright, you legends, you're out with Andrew, and today we're going to a new creek. We're going to go to Cabbage Tree Creek. Just want to show you this area I'm in. I've actually driven past the road I was supposed to go down. But I'm just checking out this area, and you can see so much smashed quartz in big piles. Obviously the graders have been through and done the roads again. So they're pretty much pushing all this stuff around. So I do have the detector with me today. So we're gonna, I don't know, swing it around for a little while. Just because it's such a big area, you never know what they've missed and what people haven't gone over with their better detectors. So I just finished my breakfast, and look, we'll just have a little play around here for a minute while I, finish up, and then we'll go back and get down into it and run the sluice. Going to do a bit of a prospecting day, and then hopefully get some mining in by the end of it, and we'll get some gold. But look, it's a really interesting area, so let's get the detector out and swing it around. So I got the old X-Terra Elite from Mine Lab. Now it's in no means a gold detector, but we'll give it a swing. We'll just dial in. Alright, 25 to all tones. We might fix this up. It's just on gold at the minute, I'm pretty sure. But we'll turn it up. Just a 92, I reckon. I do actually have a little gold specie with me. Now that's an alluvial nugget, but we're going to give him a swing. So it's a bit messy, but look, it's around the 30s, 40s. And pretty deep if I was to turn it up. Getting a little hum off it. So look, we'll find something. If there's something greening around here, we'll definitely find it. Might just try and ground balance again. And obviously turn that sensitivity down. Alright, let's just run it. Alright, if I find a signal, I'll start filming. Well, I've got a bit of a signal here. I just went and grabbed the camera. See if I can find him. Alright, I got him, but I need to put the camera on my head. Alright, chuck it on the head so I can play this. There he is. There's a little bullet casing. So look, nice signal. I'll find something that big if it's around, so I can't complain about that. Alright, stage 2 breakfast. We've made it down to Cabbage Tree Creek. Now I've been pretty far upstream, obviously can't drive any further because of the log, but look, I didn't find too much up there, so we're going downstream today. Might just have a quick flat with the detector, because there is a lot of nice hilly areas here, full of rock. Even up there, big dig. So, let's have a swing, finish me cheesy puffs, and we'll go get into it. I'll show you the spot over here where the trees just demolished the wall during the flood. But I actually haven't seen this since it rained, so it'll be a good little exploratory day for me. Now it is a little windy today, so we do have to be careful, because look at some of these big suckers. I don't think there'd be much of the car left if they fell on it. So anyway, we'll get out of here. Now it's ready. Get down that path. Now, to make sure I lock the car. Don't want no one stealing me milk crates. Wow. Yeah, look at the old piles it's made. Be careful around here, because this is pretty much snake paradise. Well, I've got the pan, so we'll be able to do some testing anyway. There's a nice deep spot there, but keep cruising. Look at that, big rocks off in the wall there. Someone's either exposed that or the water's chewed that out. A lot of low lead signals there. Alright, we'll do a little pan of that. I don't know what's going to be there, but wow, look at this area down here. Nice spot anyway. So sandy. Don't know how there'd be anything in it. Alright, let's have a little look. Not expecting much, but you never know. Yeah, very sandy stuff. Anyway, well, I went up around there and just did a couple quick pans, and look, being so sandy, I didn't really find much, so we're going to go downstream and I'm going to try and find a spot where we're guaranteed some gold. So let's get into it. Look at that. There is a few footsteps around, so there is other prospectors having a look at this stuff as well. Nice big deep pools. Nice little catch there of some heavies, but just see how sandy it is. Anyway, we'll jump this. Hopefully there's no snakes hanging out. Haven't really found any. Oh, she's deep there. It's just so sandy and light. Yeah, someone's been here. Wonder what they were doing. Yeah, well, it's stopped being so sandy. So you're getting some bigs on this side, some bigger quartz caught up on the tree. Might be something there. Just look how thick that wall is with quartz. So that might be just a giant pile of quartz up there. Ooh, bit of a head spin. Got to watch out how warm it gets. Says there's something there. Anyway, we might do a couple pans of that. Right number. So, what can we do about it? Sit there. We might just put this in the pan. You see how much brown quartz is in that? It's looking good. Says I didn't get it. Getting some mud in there now. Still in there. Oh well, I'll pan this out and I'll see if there's going to be anything in it. Who knows, this might be the spot. Just put the bag down. Bag down for a sec. Look at that mud. Oh, I'm going to have to work this down a little. It's not very nice stuff. Some thick mud in there. You see all the big quartz coming out. Any speckles? No, no speckles. But we'll get a bit more out. But it looks like good material. Alright, let's see if we've got the ringer out. Appears we do. Maybe not. Maybe I've pushed him down a bit further in that shovel. Anyway, pan him when I'm panning it. Not seeing a single thing in it. Very sandy on that side. I did see some nice quartz in the wall here. Now that's just all quartz. All quartz. Sample. Whoops. Dropping some black stuff in there. Yeah, nothing great. Very sandy, no black sand. We'll go upstream, keep going. So look, it's good to do these little tests along the way, because there's probably a gold line here. It's just probably very deep, so you get a lot of erosion like this as well. That'll fill in. It wasn't too deep anyway. I'm kind of up here in the bush. Hope I pressed record. Just doing some swinging. Haven't found much. Just being very careful for snakes, because I bet you they're out. Something crawling on my face. There's not really much around here. Probably best back in the creek, to be honest. The creek was getting pretty furry. What's that? Is that a big hole there, is it? Looks like a big hole. Let's check it out. Yeah, big old water hole. And that would be quite deep, I imagine. Another hole over there. Oh, fallen tree. Got to check out the fallen tree. Yeah, got to check the fallen tree out. It's very sandy. You know, I can't really see much in it. It just kind of looks like a sandy mix in the bottom of it. There may not be too much on this level around here. Might have to jump back in the creek. That might be the way to go, but anyway. Because I got the wetsuit on, it doesn't really bother me. It's just, look how deep it is. Whew. Oh yeah, she's definitely got some water pumping through here. Well, while we're here, might as well do a test. Just the one. See what's in there. Just not seeing any sparkle at all. No sparkle at all. Well, just got to keep going, don't we? Can't give up now. It's very, very deep through there. Don't know if I want to walk through the deep just yet. I'd really like to find a bar through here. I just really don't think there is going to be one. Very flat looking rock over there, isn't it? I wonder why it looks so flat. Oh, ain't this a log jam? Maybe we'll have a look up there. Yeah, why is that so flat? Must have had a rock on it or something. Can't see the rock. It's a big dig by the looks of it. Very interesting. Just because I've changed ground, I might need to rebalance this. We'll just keep having a look. That's something in there. Might as well have a scratch. On a ring and a 50. Still in the hole. Where have I got it out? No, I don't think so. Well, I felt something there. Might have moved it. Is that it? An old bit of nail or something in there. It's pretty old. Might be an old grizzly or an old poke and stick, or could be anything that. Stick him in my pocket. Yeah, wow. Just looking around. Big hole. There's probably big holes all through this. Looks like water actually pumps through here. Looking at that. Or it used to. Anyway, I'll have to fill this hole in. More. What do we got over there? Go on. What's that, a hole? Is that it there? That's it. Another one. Nails? Old nails. There you go. I'd say that'd only be another one of them. So I'll just leave him. Oh yeah, something's been living in there by the looks of it. Let's have a look at that. Wow. Let me just get the full scale of this. It's a big tree. And look at that. Completely burnt out, hollowed out. And something's been living in there. Might have been some water in there once upon a time. See massive digs over there. Nice spot. I wonder if they were sluicing it back into the river over here, or what they were doing with it. Nice big bit of quartz there. Is that right on the bedrock there? Not much in there. Must be a bit of an animal hole. It's pretty cool anyway. Big bit of quartz. So I assume this is what they were digging down and pulling up then. stuff like that. Anyway, I'll just have a real quick spin around as I do. Maybe not too much that way. Like I said, a lot of these spots probably already been smashed as well by every other man and his much better detector than this one. Just want to have a quick visual what the creek's doing. Oh, it's better down this end. Still, look how big the walls are, and it's all just sands. Massive sands. Might have to keep going down further. Probably won't be doing too much test panning, but let's go do some detecting anyway. Straight onto something there. Straight onto something. I'll have to go get my shovel. Indeed got it out. Let's find out what it is. There he is. There he is. There he is. It's in my hand. It's in my hand. Look at that. Whatever that is. I don't think it's gold. Looks like a shaving off something. Okay. Steel, aluminium shaving or scrape. Not too sure what that is actually. Nice. Anyway, I'll stick him in my pocket. He just looks like a bit of shrapnel. Not gold enough to be gold, you know. Not gold enough. It's beyond, but beautiful little signal. Let's try and get a gold one of them. Gives me hope that nobody might have done this spot, so we might be in luck. A lot of false signals. Yeah. So it comes punching down there. It's just demolished this wall here. But I can't see no massive big bits of quartz. It's usually what I look for. Looks like someone's tailings. Yeah, where's the big stuff? Well, there's some quartz down there, but it's just not big. I want the boulders, the ancient river boulders. You see all the cracks on the wood. Be nice to see some of them with gold in them. That would be a real treat. Look, it's catching all the quartz in it. Here would be great where it's running over it. No, I can't see much. It's just got a perfect crack on the back there too. Something shiny in there, but it's not gold. It's actually a pretty deep crack. Might be worth checking that out once. Nice deep hole there. Just so incredibly sandy. Kind of a bit of a colour change over there. Yep, we're going. A lot of erosion. Oh, look at this bad boy. You'll nearly be able to see the gold in it, I'd imagine. Can't forget where I've come from. Got all my gear back there. Soft. Is that Aussie? Something biting me. Just want some bigger rocks. Looking a bit bigger here. Much. Yeah, real sandy still. Hard spot to navigate. Look at that, just so deep. Yeah, what a nightmare, huh? I don't think there's going to be much here. Bit of hard rock down there. Oh, and it just drops off. Anyway, we'll head back. Still a little spot upstream I can check out. Pretty sure I got some flakes from around there once. Alright, well, just walking back, and we do actually have a screamer. Big screaming 50 something right on the surface there, so I'm going to carefully try and dig him up without losing anything. I can nearly see him now that I've upset him. It's an old can. Yeah, he's full of nuggets. Fortunately, I think not. Not full of nuggets, just someone's old can. You know, there's not much I can do with it here. I might just chuck it in the pan. See if that was it. Yep, I think that was it. Not much else around. Anyway, we'll move on. Right, this is probably the most memorable part of Cabbage Tree Creek. Just the right at where the road takes over. It looks like someone's been four-wheel driving up there. Or something. But anyway, look, I've got a little bit of gold out of here before. Not too sure what I'm going to get today, but we will have a scratch here. Because I know I have got some here before, and really to go anywhere else right now it's a bit of a waste of time. Some huge flat bedrock under there. So look, we might even have a look over there. See that underneath that shelf there? Who knows, that may just hold. So I'll do some tests and let's see what we got. I'm just heading back to the car, and I just found this nice, you know, it is quartz and it's got some very shiny bits in it. It's probably one of the better examples I've seen of kind of, you know, hungry quartz. Just missing some nice gold on it, but there is some shine to it. So we'll bring it home. That might be a crusher for the day. Rock of the day. Anyway, we'll go check out this one wall I want to see, and then we might have to bust a move. Right, I don't have much video left, but this is what I want to show you. Just look at all this bedrock in here. That is really crumbly, really cracking apart. And, you know, I'm guessing it could have been holding back in the day, because obviously the trees have fallen down, and you can see they're pushing all the water up into this spot over here. So we'll have a quick look. I'm not going to dig around too much because it is the bank, but I want to check out some of this quartz up here, because you can see it looks like it's all coming out of the wall there. Look at it, it's just littering the ground. Quartz, quartz, giant quartz, 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 and there it is, the quartz reef. Now, it could be holding gold deep down inside the earth here, because you can see it's kind of coming up behind the wall, and just the water eroding this is, you know, making it visible now, where it probably wasn't visible for all that time. So who knows, maybe underneath all that stuff there, deep down in the earth, I don't know how many meters, but there could be gold. You can see it has got some crystal formation in it. Some little pockets in it. So this is the surface stuff. You know, as it gets down a little deeper, you might see this turn a bit more irony. But like I said, I'm not going to play with it too much. It's just a bit of a tease, because The old timers were chasing this stuff. If they ever saw this, it would be over. They'd mine this down into the earth and probably become some very rich men. So what a spot, eh? Just hidden behind a little bit of clay. Beautiful. You can see here, there's another quartz vein starting here. You see this? And again, same thing. Straight down, deep into the earth. If you were to start moving all this stuff, you would just keep unearthing giant quartz balls, and hopefully you would start to see this turn red. And that would be your gold lode down there. So look, I could be literally meters away from a massive nugget here, especially over here as the quartz gets bigger. So it's pretty exciting stuff. It's just a shame it's right up here in the top of the bank, because probably down at water level, a couple of meters, it'd probably get pretty interesting up here. You can see it is just shedding all the rocks from up top, and they're not joking around. That's some serious quartz reef happening in there. Just how thick that is. Yeah, cracking stuff.